Please help me to reach 500 subscribers. Sometimes it only takes one night to erase years of love. Listen carefully because this isn't just a story about betrayal, it's about choices that can never be undone. I always believed that love could conquer anything. For 6 years, I thought my relationship with Ethan was unshakable. We weren't flawless, but we shared the same silly sense of humor. We dreamed of buying a small cottage by the ocean. And when my anxiety took over, he had a way of grounding me. He was my safe harbor, or at least that's what I told myself. The night I ruined everything began just like any other. It was Friday and Ethan was out of town for work. I hated being alone when he traveled. The apartment felt unbearably silent. My closest friend, Harper, invited me to a nearby bar, promising distraction from my solitude. I told myself I'd only stay for one drink. I never imagined that one night would shatter everything. That's where I met him, Julian. He wasn't my usual type. There was something arrogant in his smile and in the way he seemed to see only me. I should have left. I should have reminded him I had a boyfriend. But instead, I laughed at his jokes, let him order me another drink and another. Alcohol blurred my judgment, but deep down, I knew exactly what I was doing. When his fingers brushed mine, I didn't pull away. When he suggested stepping outside for air, I went with him. Under the flickering neon, I felt unrecognizable, free from the role of perfect girlfriend. And then the kiss happened. Or maybe he kissed me first. I don't even remember. That kiss led to an Uber ride, the Uber ride led to his apartment, and by sunrise I was lying in a stranger's bed, staring at the ceiling, feeling my life unravel. My phone buzzed with a text from Ethan. "Good morning, beautiful. Miss you already." My stomach twisted. I left Julian's apartment without a word. On the way home, I convinced myself it was just a lapse, a single mistake. Ethan didn't need to know. What he didn't know wouldn't hurt him, or so I thought. But it did. When Ethan returned Sunday, I flinched at his greeting kiss. He noticed immediately. "What's wrong?" he asked. "Nothing," I lied, forcing a smile. Weeks passed, and I tried to act as if nothing had happened. But guilt is corrosive. It eats at you from within. I started to withdraw, snapping over small things, avoiding his touch. He assumed I was stressed. Maybe part of me wanted him to believe that. I couldn't confess. The fear of losing him was too strong. Then Harper called. She'd seen me leaving the bar with Julian. "Are you okay? Does Ethan know?" Panic gripped me. If Harper had seen us, who else had? My carefully constructed walls of secrecy were crumbling. Ethan sensed the tension one night during dinner with Harper. Later, in the kitchen, he asked again, "Did something happen?" I could have told him the truth, laid it all bare, given him the chance to decide if he still wanted me. But instead I shook my head. "No, nothing's wrong. You're imagining things." That was the moment I realized I no longer recognized myself. I had become a liar, carrying a secret that was poisoning our love. 2 months later, Julian texted, "Thinking about you. Want to meet again." My stomach sank. I deleted the message immediately, but the fear lingered. What if he showed up somewhere? What if he told Ethan? That evening, Ethan found me crying in the shower. He wrapped me in a towel and held me gently. "Talk to me," he whispered. And I did. I told him everything, the bar, the kiss, the night at Julian's apartment. I expected rage, heartbreak, rejection. But he didn't yell. He didn't slam doors. He just stood there, pale and trembling. "Was I not enough?" he asked softly. There's no answer to that question. Betrayal cannot be justified. I tried to explain it wasn't about him, but my weakness, my desperate need to feel something different. Every word sounded pitiful. That night, Ethan packed a bag. He didn't shout or storm out. He just looked at me hollowly and said, "I need to think. It's been 6 months. We haven't spoken." I replay that night over and over, trying to understand why I let one fleeting moment destroy everything. I had years of trust, love, and memories, and I threw them away for something that was meaningless. If I could go back, I'd stay home. I'd ignore Harper's text, ignore my loneliness, ignore the selfish craving for attention. But I can't. All I can do is live with the wreckage I caused. One mistake, one moment, and everything falls apart. Do you think some love can survive this, or is some damage beyond repair? Please help me to reach 500 subscribers.